You clearly awakened the strongest businessman, talented trader of all worlds. But everyone laughs at you for being a loser. Just because of Wanjia Trader. Although you can force transactions with NPCS. But at the same time, we must also meet the requirements set by the other party. Once upon a time, the Dragon Kingdom spent a lot of resources, developed this talent. But you can only trade with those gods. Put out a pile of rubbish. So people who awaken to this profession, they're all pure trash. The predecessor was only awakened for a short period of 1 year. A wealthy young man who once had an extremely wealthy family. Now I am reduced to setting up a stall on the street, by selling garbage traded from all over the world, to survive. But you said that none of this is a problem at all. Just because you who have traveled through time know. There are many powerful people in the anime world. But it's very easy to handle. Big Wolf with a nuclear bomb in his hand. Immortal Tomcat. And Fatty Blue, who possesses all kinds of heaven-defying props. Doraemon. You are now lying leisurely on the recliner, holding a big speaker in my arms. The shouting sound is played repeatedly. Goblin kidneys. Fresh goblin kidneys. One only needs one spiritual bead. One bite. Nourishing yin and nourishing yang. It is reported that I can't get out of your bed. Does anyone want the socks of the elf lady? The taste is very good. Still lace. 800 yuan a pair. Local stall. Sells various magical items from all over the world. Lost sale. At the stall in front of me. Filled with all kinds of strange items. Stockings, black stockings, kidney oil, everything you need. What the hell? Is there such a species on Goblin Blue? Yes, little brother. Isn't this just pork kidney dyeing? Selling various items from all over the world. Could this be a live broadcast? Naturally, passers-by didn't believe it. After all, what you're selling is outrageous. Although now all people practice spiritual power, there will indeed be all kinds of bizarre things from all over the world. Items but goblins and elves. It hasn't appeared in Blue Star yet. This young man's setting up a stall. Is it obviously a bluff? You are about to reveal your identity. These things should all be true. A female voice suddenly sounded. You look up. A girl in a black dress looks at you. This person is your classmate Lin Yumeng. Passers-by were stunned. Look at him with wide eyes. I fucked my accomplice. I'm not Lin, and Meng is anxious again, pointing at you and saying, he is the S-level talent that our city awakened a year ago. Genius in Wanjia trading room. The onlookers were shocked. The look I looked at you suddenly became incredible. The talented businessman has been reduced to setting up a street stall. This guy who is a genius is so pitiful. Awakened the only useless S-level talent. Not as good as level 1. Passers-by whispering. The eyes I look at you are full of pity and regret. The mock exam is coming soon. You should practice well. If this continues, I won't even be able to go to college. Lin Yumeng advised. It doesn't matter. It's good to come out early and make money. You shrug. Looks like a mess. Lin Yumeng hesitated to speak. Finally sighed. Turn around and prepare to leave. See, he is leaving. You shouted quickly. Don't leave in a hurry. Aren't your classmates going to help take care of the business every time? If you don't like to eat kidneys. These stockings suit you very well, right? Lin Yumeng glanced back. I found that those stockings didn't even have a crotch. Face turns red instantly. He cursed in a low voice as a pervert. Then he quickened his pace and left. You shake your head in disappointment. Looking at the passers-by. Looking forward to the roadmasters. It's definitely the real thing. Passers-by looked at each other. Laughed sarcastically. Walked away one after another. You shake your head. He took out a box of dorayaki from the backpack beside him. Eyes showing excitement. I negotiated this with the fat blue guy. It's almost time to trade. Hope to rely on. Let's take off with those heaven-defying props. Slumped in a lounge chair. Close eyes. Consciousness quickly entered a vast and boundless. In a mysterious space like the universe. The next moment in the dark space. Huge lenses appeared. Each lens is a plane in the universe. A lot of mental energy was consumed in an instant, entering the world of Doraemon. At this time, Doraemon, who was reading comic books in Nobita's room, suddenly raised his head, like feeling something. Said to himself, are you here? It's me. You get right to the point. Dorayaki, I'm ready. Have you got what I want? I heard the word dorayaki. Doraemon's eyes suddenly widened, full of desire. 3 days ago, your voice suddenly appeared in his mind. He said he wanted to make a deal with him. He had an inexplicable feeling at that time. It seems that I can't refuse your trading request at all. Otherwise, you will die on the spot. Doraemon dare not refuse. But this feeling of forced buying and selling made him very angry. Directly gave a sky-high price of 1 billion yen. But you said he could make a deal with him using dorayaki? And directly used the natural ability. Teleported a dorayaki in front of Doraemon. Doraemon picked up the dorayaki. Just stuffed it into his mouth. He has never tasted such delicious food. You took the opportunity to propose. You can trade 10 dorayaki with him for an item. Doraemon only hesitated for 2 seconds. Just like this is 20 slices of memory bread. Doraemon from the 4th dimension pocket. Take out a big bag of bread. He said that it has been improved according to your requirements. It will be effective permanently if you eat it. Even if it's pulled out, the effect will not disappear. The corners of your mouth are raised. Thank you. I'll complete the payment if you can. Easy. Next moment. The memory bread in Doraemon's hand disappeared out of thin air. Instead, there's a box of dorayaki. And on your side, the dorayaki in my hand also turned into a bag of bread. If you succeed, you will be ecstatic. Finally using this fucking talent. Successfully traded a useful. And it's also a heaven-defying prop like memory bread. Just print any knowledge content on this bread. You can learn it instantly by eating it. If a book of top spiritual power is printed on bread, eat that. Aren't you yourself? You can master a top-level technique in an instant. The speed of cultivation increases immediately. This is a conceptual prop. You have tried countless times in half a year. I want to find a more powerful creature in the lower world to trade with. Trying to buy some items that can help with cultivation. Result. The lowest ones require millions of high-grade spiritual beads before they are willing to sell them. That's a high-grade spirit bead. I heard that Yujo is in the spiritual cultivation department. Those gold-level powerhouses. The monthly salary is only 10 high-level spiritual beads. You seriously doubt those powerful creatures from another world? I don't want to trade with myself at all. That's why I set such a high price on purpose. This is probably true. The power of Wanjia Trader is that, as long as the mental strength is high enough, you can forcefully trade with creatures from any plane. No need for the other party's consent. Just imagine. You eat hot pot and sing songs. Suddenly a voice appeared in my mind. Hey, boy, I want to buy your baby. Make a bid. And the other party is still a weak rookie. Would you be willing to trade with him? Normal people would definitely not want to. If you don't want to sell it, you'll naturally pay a sky-high price. And this is the most fucked up part of this S-level talent. It cannot forcefully determine the transaction price. So I suddenly saw Doraemon. You realize immediately that you might be about to take off. Why did you finish eating so quickly, Dora? A dream voice of disappointment. Pull you back from the memories. This guy has less than 2 minutes. I just finished a box of dorayaki. Now he is sitting on the ground with a still unfinished expression on his face. He seemed to have thought of something. Take out a green hat. He looked up and asked, are you still there? Do you want this thing? He thought for a while. Deliberately said what this thing is. Doesn't look very valuable. Doraemon quickly explained that this is called the forgiveness hat. As long as you put it on. No matter what I did, the other party will definitely forgive. But take this prop to another world. Valid time is only 120 hours. This is a limitation made by the inventor. Prevent props from being lost to other worlds. There's nothing I can do. How much dorayaki do you think it's worth? Although the color of this thing is a bit eye-catching. But the effect is real. Awesome. Can't you do whatever you want? Just raise the corners of your mouth like this. I can buy this forgiveness hat for 10 dorayaki. Although this thing is of no use to me. But can I make a friend? Is it true? Doraemon opens his eyes wide. Excitedly, it turns out you are really a good person. Of course you smile slightly. Then wait a moment. I'll prepare dorayaki for you. Thoughts return to reality. You open your eyes. Get up and leave the stall. Walk into a dim sum shop on the pedestrian street. I bought a box of 10 dorayaki. Release a ray of spiritual power from your fingertips. Pour into it. Smile. A spiritual power. Dorayaki is finished. Back to the stall. You immediately lay back on the couch. Close eyes. Consciousness returns to the world of Doraemon. We completed the forgiveness cap transaction very smoothly with him. Thank you and you're welcome. If you have any more props you want to sell, you can contact me anytime via consciousness, as long as it's appropriate. I can buy them all. Okay, then I'll leave first. Open your eyes. Looking at a bag of bread and a cuckold in his hand. In clear eyes. The excitement cannot be suppressed at all. You are so excited. I want to go back right away and try the effect of memory bread first. Now the spiritual power level is only the 2nd level of Black Iron. And those peers who have awakened their talents. Most of them are at the 5th level of Black Iron. There are even a few geniuses who have reached the 9th level of Black Iron. Just go further. You can break through to bronze level. The reason why you are so far behind. Naturally, it's because of the talent of Wanjia Trader. This talent does not have a suitable spiritual power method. So the most basic exercise you practice is Zero Yuan Gong. The advantage is that it is very simple to practice. But the shortcomings are also obvious. This is a technique without any attributes. And it's the peak bronze level when it goes online. And your understanding is extremely poor. It took 1 year to practice Zero Yuan Kung Fu to the 2nd level. Ordinary students without awakening talent. On average, I have reached the 5th level. Now I want to practice from the 2nd level of Black Iron to the 3rd level of Black Iron. It is estimated that it will take at least 4 or 5 months. If you use memory bread to eat Zero Yuan Gong, is it possible to directly integrate it? Completed all 9 levels. The more I think about it, the more I look forward to it. Take your things and leave quickly. Just when you are about to walk out of the pedestrian street, suddenly I saw a lot of people surrounding a street stall. A group of people were discussing, is this really a bronze level insect grass if I go there? 30 low level spirit beads should be sold so cheaply. Yes, I remember it was auctioned 5 years ago. I took more than 40 insect-like beads. Cordyceps. You paused. Somewhat curious. This thing. It seems like it's only in the secret realm of Yu Chong's covenant. To obtain. And the effect of cordyceps is very powerful. After taking it, spiritual power increases sharply. And, There is a chance to inherit some of the worm monster's natural abilities. If this thing is taken to the auction house, I can easily sell 50 or 60 low-level spirit beads. The stall owner only wanted 30 low-level spirit beads. The more you think about it, the more curious you become. I couldn't help but leaned over and took a look. Through the crowd. Just take a look. You can tell it's a fake. You use your consciousness. Entered more than a dozen worlds ruled by worm monsters. I am too familiar with the scent of worm spirit grass. If you smell that stuff on the street stall, you'll know it's not right. Looked again. The stall owners are at least silver-level spiritual practitioners. The principal of my middle school is only a third-level silver dan. You looked at it for a while and then prepared to turn around and leave. I am a weakling in the second level of black iron. Looking for trouble with a silver level. I sended this a husky that went into the toilet looking for poop, but I just took 2 steps. I thought about the forgiveness hat again. I have magical tools now. Would you still be a coward for a silver level? You stopped. He took out the forgiveness hat and put it on his head. That's called a green place. Green glow. Attracted surprised looks from several passers-by. Brother, your hat is quite unique. A yellow man is suppressing a smile on his face. You look at him. You laugh and you meow. Huang Mao's face turned dark instantly. I opened my mouth and wanted to curse back, but somehow I am not angry anymore. You breathed a sigh of relief when you saw this. Ready to test again. So grinned. Bro, your wife was really awesome last night. Huang Mao smiled and waved his hand. It's okay, it's okay. As long as you like it. Aren't you angry if I sleep with your wife? It's okay, I forgive you. You nodded with satisfaction. He also snatched a cap from passers-by around him. Put it on your head. Cover the green color of the forgiveness hat. Yeah, brother. Your hat is nice. It's mine now. Don't mind. An angry look flashed across the young man's face. Then he also smiled. If you like it, take it away. It's okay, I forgive you. After testing the incredible effect of the forgiveness hat, you are completely relieved. Squeeze directly through the crowd and arrive in front of the street stall. I knelt down and looked at it for a while. Suddenly, a white bird stretched out from the side. Her tender little hands picked it up before you could. You turn around and look. She's a pretty girl. But you said nothing. He snatched the insect-like grass from the girl's hand in one fell swoop. Cue up. The girl was confused. Looking at you confused. But you ignored it. The girl played with the cordyceps for a long time. Completely confirmed that this thing is a fake. Then a crisp sound sounded. In the shocked eyes of everyone. You broke the insect spirit grass into 2 pieces. I sent this purely artificially synthesized last week. If you touch it too much, it won't grow. Unlucky passers-by were stunned. The stall owner's silver-level powerful aura exploded. Everyone couldn't help but take 2 steps back. Don't worry about whether it's a fake or not. Let's bear the silver-level anger first. Facing an angry silver level. Everyone thinks that even if you don't die. I also need to explode parts. You gave the stall owner a big mouth again with your backhand. Damn this young man. Damn, the anger on the stall owner's face suddenly disappeared. Ha, it's okay, it's okay. It's all small things. You smile again. Reach out and lift the peaked cap on your head. Slowly lift off the forgiveness hat. The moment the forgiveness hat left his head, the stall owner was so angry that I fucked your mother. Then you put your hat on again. The backhand is another big mouth. What do you have an opinion about? No. It's all small things. You lift your hat again. Fuck you, put on your hat. It's okay, it's okay. After several cycles, the girl was dumbfounded. Passers-by were dumbfounded. Even the stall owner himself was stupid. After being slapped a dozen times, little brother is not. Brother, stop playing with me. Ice and tea, it okay if I take it? The stall owner almost collapsed. I don't even care about face. Beg for mercy quickly. Another solid slap. Brother, stop it. Is it okay if I admit that I sell fake goods? He pointed at the cordyceps that was broken in half on the ground. This is what I did with some spiritual soil. Add some silver. Forest and grass fragments are printed with a 3D printer. It's indeed fake. Okay, I won't admit it. Okay, let me let you go for now. Good brother. I'll leave right away. I will never set up a stall here again. Wait a minute, who asked you to leave? You quickly reached out and grabbed him. Afraid that he would run away. The stall owner turned pale. Then he immediately activated his spiritual power. Turn around and want to run away. Like a frightened coon. You looked at the stall owner who ran out more than 10 meters. I quickly stepped on his carpet. Brother. I soiled your carpet. Are you okay? The running figure of the stall owner suddenly stopped. It's like being held down by an invisible force. Then in the confused eyes of everyone, the stall owner ran back with a smile on his face. It's okay, it's okay. I forgive you. After saying this, the stall owner's face turned pale. The look I look at you becomes extremely frightening. On the heads of passers-by, a big question mark popped up. It's not like you've run that far. Why are you coming back? The surprise in your heart is really conceptual level. I didn't expect this prop to have a hard control effect. Brother, what are you going to do? The stall owner collapsed. You blatantly sell fake goods. I was deceived by you. Don't you give me some compensation? Do you think it is reasonable? The stall owner is stupid, isn't he? I wonder if you haven't spent any money either. Aren't you just doing extortion? The stall owner could only show a mournful smile. What compensation do you want? How much deposit do you have? The stall owner's eyes widened. Are you just letting this money go? You just start rummaging around on him. I found 2 bank cards and a Lingzhu card. Brother, what is the password? The stall owner gritted his teeth and said the password 114,514. You put away your bank card and Lingzhu card with a smile on your face. I'm going to go to the bank later and see how much money is in it. Originally, I just wanted to try the effect of the forgiveness hat. Passers-by have long looked stupid. Only then did he come back to his senses. There was an uproar immediately. Wow. This guy actually blackmailed him in turn. You come out of the bank. That's called a happy mood. He is worthy of being a silver-level spiritual practitioner. So rich. There are actually more than 3 million yuan in deposits in the 2 bank cards. There are also more than 80 low-level spirit beads stored in the spirit bead card. Then you return home. Thinking about how to get the most out of memory bread. Pick up memory bread. Quickly came to the computer. Preparing to search for the content of 0 yuan labor. But just connected to the internet. Several group chat messages popped up in the lower right corner. It's a group chat for the Awakening class 1 of the senior year at Beishan Middle School. I heard that tomorrow's mock test will have new assessment content. Yes, it seems to have increased the difficulty a lot. Tomorrow is the 3rd mock assessment for senior high school students across the country. The assessment content is simple and crude. It depends on the number of monsters you kill and the level of the spirit beast. For example, if you kill a Black Iron level 5 spirit beast, you can get 5 points. Continue to view chat history. The classmates in the class are making fun of you. Since you awakened from the Wanjie trading room. It became the talk of the whole school after dinner. Being nagged for a whole year. Looking at the teasing in the group. You are expressionless. I've long been used to it. The 3rd mock exam actually increased the difficulty. I complained in my heart about my 2nd level Black Iron strength. Go to participate in the 3rd model. Forget about getting points. I feel like whether I can survive or not is a question. You can't help but look at the memory bread on the table. I can only hope that this thing is effective enough. You quickly copy the content of 0 employees. Paste onto WPS. Reduce both word count and area to the extent that it can be imprinted by a piece of memory bread. Take a piece of bread and place it on the computer screen. Pick it up and take a look. It's really printed on. Just swallow the bread in 1 bite. Melts in your mouth. It's as if it turns into energy and pours into the body. A clear sound came from the depths of my mind, and the bottleneck was, break the 0 yuan gong. Reached level 9 in an instant. The aura around you is gathering crazily towards your body. The spiritual power level is directly from the 2nd level of Black Iron. Rush to the 6th level of Black Iron. Upgrade 4 levels in a row. You were so excited that you almost pooped on the bed. You've been stuck in the 2nd section of the Black Iron for half a year. Showing off every day almost kills me. Now relying on the 9th level of 0 yuan gong. Breakthrough from Black Iron 6th Dan to 7th Dan. It is estimated that it will only take less than 10 days. The most talented person in the class. They are all stuck at the 6th level of Black Iron for more than 1 month. Reach the 9th level of 0 yuan kung fu. So awesome. It stands to reason that all 9 levels of 0 yuan gong have been mastered. The speed of cultivation shouldn't be so exaggerated. Will there be a qualitative change in the 8th and 9th floors? Suddenly, I was stunned. Is there really only 9 levels of 0 yuan gong? Why do you feel like you can go further? These are a few divine spiritual cultivators from China. Created together. The purpose is to enable ordinary people to practice cultivation. Divine spiritual practitioners stand at the top of the world. The magic formula they created should be perfect. How can we go further? Too lazy to think about this. Get rid of distracting thoughts. Pay careful attention to the 0 yuan function on the computer. I feel that it is really possible for me to put the terrain layer of 0 yuan gong. Deduced. Only watched it for 5 minutes. A flash of inspiration. Hurry up and type on the keyboard. Level 10 of 0 yuan palace. The 11th floor of 0 yuan palace, the 12th floor of 0 yuan palace. Deduced to the 12th floor. Stopped. I feel like I've reached my limit. But this is far beyond expectations. A Black Iron level small character. Use the magic formula created by the Master of the Gods. Several new stages have been introduced. Bread guy is awesome. Looking at the bag of memory bread. Eyes full of heat. This thing is really a big surprise. Since 0 yuan palace can deduce. What about other techniques? If you eat other magic formulas, can it also be deduced? Damn it. Doesn't this mean relying on memory bread? Not only can you master any method in an instant, you can also practice the techniques to a point that others cannot achieve. Level reached. Suddenly frowned. Looking at the 3 layers deduced by myself on the computer. Employees are aware of a problem. Although it has been deduced to the 12th floor, but the cultivation progress is still at the 9th level. Think for a moment. Take out another piece of memory bread. Print the 3 levels of 0 yuan gong you deduced on it. Swallow it in 1 gulp. Directly practice 0 yuan gong to level 12. The spiritual power level also broke through to Black Iron level 8. Feel the surging spiritual power in your body. Can't help but be curious. There is no self that can be remembered through cultivation. What level of combat power can it reach? Think for a moment. Decided to test my combat power. He immediately got up and went out to hail a taxi. Arrive at Beishan Middle School half an hour later. There is a combat proficiency test in school. It is free for students of our school. Soon we came to a stadium-like building. Formal standing. There are at least hundreds of people in the lobby of the testing hall. There are talks everywhere. You got your number from the teacher on duty. No 687 looked up. The huge display screen in the center of the hall has reached number 659. Relieved. Just find an empty seat and sit down. Staring at the screen in a daze. Every time someone tests, the results will be displayed on the screen. Suddenly the announcement in the lobby sounded. Please ask student number 687 to enter test room 2. You quickly get up and walk into test room 2. Standing in front of the combat power tester. That's a 3-meter tall instrument. There is a 10-inch screen on the side. You raise your right arm. Pour the spiritual power into it. Punch hard on the instrument. The instrument shows that the spiritual power level is black iron level 8. Combat strength 1215. You were stunned. Combat strength exceeds 1000. This is already the average combat power of the bronze level. But you haven't even practiced a single spiritual skill. That punch just now was a normal attack. Mastered the skills of using spiritual energy. That fighting power is worth it. Just then. Test result No 689 is out. Spiritual power level black iron level 9. Combat strength number 10,121. The test room door opens. A young man with sharp eyebrows and starry eyes walked out. He walked calmly towards the door with his hands behind his back. As we walked closer, the little girl's eyes were wide open. But the next second, a result No 687 was refreshed on the lobby screen. Spiritual power level black iron level 8. Combat strength 1215. The whole hall fell silent instantly. Everyone was dumbfounded. Black iron 8th Dan has more than 1200 combat power. This is outrageous. There must be something wrong with the instrument. You don't care about this. Go directly to the school library. Get ready to get a spiritual skill. You can now determine the quality of your spiritual power. Extremely awesome. 12th level of Ling Yuan Gong. It's probably equivalent to a level 4 or above magic formula. You desperately want to know. The quality of your spiritual power is matched with a spiritual skill. How terrifying is the combat power that can be exerted? You are thinking in your mind. Enter the library. Glance right and left. Seeing no one to drive me away. Just breathe a sigh of relief. Walking towards the spiritual skills area upstairs. Come to the spiritual skills area. Looking at the dazzling array of magical skills on the bookshelf. Your eyes are shining. I can't wait to take out the memory bread. Eat all the magic skills. All the spiritual skills in the Beishan Middle School Library are first class. Only suitable for black iron level spiritual practitioners. The increase in combat power is average. The second level spiritual skills are all in the principal's office. Turn to a book of wooden vine technique. First grade high level with spiritual skills. Attack control class. Recommended for spiritual practitioners above level 8 of black iron. After mastering it, you can use your spiritual power to condense tree vines. Beat or strangle an enemy. There are 9 layers in total. I curled my lips after looking at it. Why are you entangled? I wanted to give up. As a result, I saw the comments on the last page. The wooden vine tree is a simplified version of the 5th grade intermediate spiritual skill years. It requires a very high level of understanding to get started. But the increase in combat power after entry is also very high. Practice carefully. You raised your eyebrows to show interest. You want to say that. Then I have to practice cultivation. You have always been very rebellious. You should take a look. Is there anything a slice of memory bread can't fix? If so, then 2 days. You don't hesitate. You picked up the wooden vine tree. Turn around and walk towards the first floor of the library. After choosing a wooden tree on the second floor of the library, come to the registration desk on the first floor. Handed it to the teacher on duty. Female teacher entered information on tablet. Awakening class 1 of senior high school. Get a wood tree. The female teacher lowered her head and murmured to herself, tapping on the tablet lazily. The female teacher Mu Mushu raised her head in surprise, asking, "Are you sure you want to practice this?" The female teacher nodded and frowned. "Didn't you read the notes at the end of this spiritual book? This is a simplified version of Wu Ping Lingji. Do you know how difficult it is to practice?" The female teacher adjusted her glasses again. "I gave some advice to my classmates out of good intentions. I advise you, it's better to choose a spiritual book that is relatively easy to practice. That way, you can at least improve your combat power before the college entrance examination." "It's okay, teacher. I'd just like to challenge high difficulty." The female teacher looked at him speechlessly. "I'm too lazy to persuade you anymore." After clicking twice on the tablet. So I handed him the wooden cane bamboo. "Take it and remember to return the original within half a month." You smile slightly. Take the miracle and turn around and leave. Back home. Your first time. I typed the full text of Mutoshu onto my computer. There are more than 8,000 words in total, even if you reduce the font size to the minimum. It also takes 2 slices of memory bread to complete the printing. Took out 2 slices of memory bread. After printing out all the contents of Muto tree, swallow it in 1 gulp. In mind. In an instant, I gained all kinds of knowledge about the woodvine tree. There are also many more things that have been integrated into. New theories. A thought. Your arms are instantly wrapped in thick vines. Balls knotted together. Full of strength like muscles. Excitement shines in your eyes. Just a thought. These vines will shoot out. Turned into tentacles and tied up a girl. Whether it's used for whipping or wrapping. They are all very useful. You put away the vines. I can't help but feel a little eager to try it out. There is a way to go to school again. The urge to test a wave of combat power. But think about it and forget it. Anyway, with my base combat power of 1200, it's probably no problem to win the first place in the city among the 3 models. Wait until the exam is over tomorrow. Find another place to test it. Not too lazy to worry. Looking at the shepherd boy on the computer. Golden light in eyes. Since 0 yuan workers can deduce, then this thing should work too, right? You immediately began to seriously deduce the wood and rattan technique. 1 night passed. You just deduced mutant bamboo to the 11th level. It is estimated that it has been promoted to the 2nd grade low level. If Doraemon has anything, items that can directly increase the level of spiritual skills, just use Wanjie Trader. Talent consumes a lot of mental energy. Yesterday I traded with Fadilan twice. I almost drained my mental energy. Now I can't use my talent at all. It seems that the cultivation of mental power cannot be left behind. The problem comes again. Where can I get a book on spiritual cultivation rules? Mental power techniques are much rarer than spiritual power techniques. Municipal key points like Beishan Middle School. There is no spiritual practice at all in high school. There must be people who have spiritual power to practice magic in the university. As long as I can get into college, that's all. You figured it out quickly. Just pick up the phone. Looked at the time. Damn, the Model 3 exam is about to begin. Quickly take out a piece of memory bread. Mastered 11 types of wood and rattan techniques at the speed of light. Then turn off the computer. Get up and go out. Chengdong Suburb. Beginner's Secret Realm. Students in senior high school awakening classes in all high schools in the city. Gather here. There are thousands of people. The location of the awakening class 1 of the senior year of Beishan Middle School. The classmates were all talking in low voices. The assessment will start in 10 minutes. Others won't give up the exam directly, right? Ha ha ha. Brother Ming is scared. How did I hear? He tested 1200 combat power in school yesterday. Teacher Wang, he is. Have you given up the exam? Chen Hehao came to the head teacher. I asked casually. He is the one before every exam. Students who will always say that they will definitely not do well in the exam. He must have dropped out of the exam. The head teacher was a little unhappy. But why didn't he tell me in advance? Just then. Suddenly there was an uproar of surprise all around. Look, is that him over there? Chen Hehao was stunned for a moment when he heard the comments around him. Follow the gaze of everyone. I saw one wearing a hat. A young man with a sleepy face is walking this way. Fortunately, I was only 1 minute late. You breathed a sigh of relief. Every high school mock exam. There are rewards for the top 10. This time 3 models. You just come here for the rewards of the top 10. It's best to win the top 3. What are the top 10 rewards for Teacher Wang's 3 models this time? You think about it. I asked the head teacher. Wang Hongmei was stunned. Why are you asking this? Rewards for top 10. I have a trivial relationship with you, the school's medical director. Wang Hongmei frowned. Casually explained that they are exactly the same. Each of the top 10 will be rewarded with 5 low-level spirit beads. It's equivalent to 50,000 yuan, right? But the rewards for the top 3 seem to have changed. It is said that you can go to the Yuzhou City Spirituality Department. Just pick a 2nd grade spiritual skill or magic trick. I don't know the specifics either. Chen He on the side curled his lips. Just pick a 2nd grade miracle book. Or I think this rumor is probably not true. Teacher Wang looked at Chen his trumpet with a look of expectation. Our school. Except Xiao Chuanbo from class 5 and Li Xiao from class 3. Your combat power is the highest. It will definitely be no problem to get into the top 10 in the city. Chen He showed a troubled expression. Teacher Wang, I feel that this assessment, you might not even get into the top 20. I've been in such bad shape lately. And the difficulty of this assessment is still so high. You also glanced at him speechlessly. BYD. It's starting again, right? Just then. On the high platform next to the entrance to the secret realm. One is wearing exercise clothes. The imposing middle-aged man spoke. Next, let me tell you the rules of this mock assessment. This person is Chen Xuyuan, the director of Yuzhou City Spiritual Cultivation Department. Platinum level spiritual practitioner. Possessing combat power that can dominate a lifetime. The candidates around were also shocked. Whisper. Didn't even expect. A strong man of Chen Xuyuan's level will come to invigilate the exam in person. Chen Xuyuan said on the high platform. For some special reasons. The National High School mock examination and the difficulty of the college entrance examination. All have improved to a certain extent. Our exam this time is no exception. In order to ensure the safety of students, I will personally supervise the entire exam. At the same time, starting from this assessment, there is a new regulation. Before entering the secret realm, every candidate needs to test their combat strength. Candidates whose combat power is less than 500 will not be allowed to enter the secret realm. Score 0 points directly. As soon as these words came out, many candidates opened their eyes in astonishment, especially those candidates whose combat ability is not up to standard. His face turned pale instantly. The difficulty of this mock test. The improvement is too exaggerated. You must know that this regulation directly eliminates 25%. Chen Hehao clicked his tongue. I couldn't help but look at Brother Ning next to me. It seems that you came here today in vain. Then you might as well give up the exam early. I can sleep a little more today. Not only Chen Hehao, Many people can't help but treat you. Cast a look of pity or ridicule. I heard the students talking. You simply ignored Chen Hehao's teasing. And everyone's gaze. Looking calmly. Chen Shuyuan on the high platform. Somewhat curious. What is the way to test level and combat power? Do you test it directly with an instrument? But I didn't see any instruments either. Just then. A person appeared at the entrance to the secret realm. The entrance to the secret realm. A middle-aged man appears. Behind him was a 3-meter-tall body. Iron Golem. Every step the heavy body takes. The ground shook. Introduction to Chen Shuyuan on the high platform. He is a silver-level puppet master. The Iron Golem next to it has a combat power of about 500. You have to knock him down before you can enter the secret realm for the assessment. Start testing now. Start from Yuzhou Middle School. Over there at Yuzhou Middle School. The first person tested was a lean boy. He nervously used his magic skills. A ball of fire hit the Iron Golem's chest. As a result, he was kicked by an iron puppet and flew more than 10 meters away. Howl of pain. Score 0 points directly. But, after that, more than a dozen candidates successfully knocked down the iron puppet. 10 minutes passed. Only 5 students from Yuzhou Middle School failed. Chen Hehao kept staring. Jiyu Yueshi from Class 2 in the 3rd year of high school awakens. You were surprised to recognize her. I sent this the girl I met yesterday who wanted to buy cordyceps? I didn't expect that she was the #1 genius girl in the city. Chen Hehao asked if you know Jiyu Yueshi. You said you heard it, but don't know her. Awakening immediate summoning talent. Breaking through the 9th level of Black Iron at the beginning of school. Combat strength exceeds 1,000. Recommended to a first-class spiritual university. It's normal that he doesn't know Jiyu Yueshi. You glance at her. Idiot Chen Hehao wants to scold him. But somehow I can't get angry. Chen he was stunned. There was an uproar all around. The crowd was chattering and discussing Jiyu Yueshi. It turns out that his test did not use talents and magical skills. Just slap the puppet and fly it away. Everyone was stunned. You are confused too. Why is the summoner's basic attack power so high? The puppet master rarely showed an appreciative smile. Are you Jiyu Yueshi? You were the #1 in the first 2 mock exams. Jiyu Yueshi nodded. Hurry up and enter the secret realm to kill monsters. Get first again. I want to team up with someone. The puppet master suddenly realized. It seems that the genius girl is in love. Jiyu Yueshi stood at the entrance, staring in the direction of Beishan Middle School. Chen Hehao was confused. Why doesn't he go in? Damn it, he's not looking for someone to form a team, is he? It seems that he should be tested alone based on his combat prowess. Nuclear spawning is the most efficient. What do you do in a team? After everyone discussed, they looked at Xiao Chuanbo in unison. Among more than 1,000 candidates, except Jiyu Yueshi, only Xiao Chuanbo's combat power exceeds 1,000. News about Xiao Chuanbo lowering his hair. Feeling the eyes looking up in confusion. Who wants to team up with Jiyu Yueshi? If my ex-girlfriend finds out, it'll be over. He wants to get back together with me after the college entrance examination. I almost forgot that this guy is a bitch. Everyone is full of doubts. Please pay attention to the direction Jiyu Yueshi is looking. Isn't that the position of the awakening class 1 of the 3rd year of high school? He can't be looking at Chen He. Well, usually only his combat power exceeds 900. Who else is there besides him? He can't be the loser next to him, right? He wants to team up with me. In fact, he had long felt that Jiyu Yueshi was looking at him. Just can't believe it. Now listen to the discussions around you. No way, I won't be attracted by him, right? Although Chen he has no feelings for Jiyu Yueshi. But he is the Baiyu of countless little virgins. If you were taken down by yourself, he couldn't even imagine how cool he could be pretending to be. Your expression is a little weird. It always feels like Jiyu Yueshi is looking at him. Candidates from Yuzhou Middle School complete the test. It's Beishan Middle School's turn. It's Chen Hehao's turn. He walked towards the iron puppet with a nervous look on his face. Pretend to be timid. But I feel happy in my heart. You like to pretend to be a pig and eat the tiger, right? Just when other candidates thought he was a piece of trash. He threw an ordinary punch. The puppet flew directly 10 meters away. Everyone said in their hearts that I was just pretending to be your mother. Chen Hehao enjoys the pleasure of pretending to be a pig and eating the tiger. After completing the test, pretending to be unintentional, he passed by Jiyu Yueshi. Wait for him to stop you. Jiyu Yueshi didn't even look at him. Chen Hehao walked to Jiyu Yueshi's side. Hello, do you also want to find someone to form a team? Jiyu Yueshi frowned. Silently moved a few steps to the side. He looked like he didn't want to talk to him. No, you're really not looking for me. Then what did you see me doing just now? Just then. It's your turn to test. He walked out of the team. Come to the Iron Golem. All eyes turn to you. Watching fun is more interesting than watching beautiful women. The candidates at Beishan Middle School are all making fun of you. Just when you are ready to take action, a light voice sounded. He doesn't need to test. I want to team up with him. The whole place fell silent. Everyone looked at Jiyu Yueshi in shock. The person he wanted to form a team with turned out to be you. Those little virgins were dumbfounded on the spot. Not acceptable at all. Don't talk about other people. You yourself are confused. This girl likes me. Jiyu Yueshi frowned and looked at the doll puppet master. Only then did he react. Turned around and looked. You want to team up with him? Jiyu Yueshi nodded. He doesn't need to test. I can guarantee his safety in the secret realm. Every candidate must be tested. Otherwise it is against the regulations. But his combat power is too low. He will be beaten badly by the Iron Golem. Definitely not going to pass the test. At this time, you suddenly spoke, didn't you? Girl, you want to team up with me? Asked my opinion. I think about it and I don't agree either. The whole audience was shocked again. No one expected that you would reject Gu Ueshi. Gu Ueshi made a confused sound. I didn't expect that I would be rejected. The main reason is that it is really impossible for your combat power to pass the test. You have no reason to reject yourself, right? You slowly walked up to the Iron Puppet and complained. Why are we teaming up with you? Let you divide my points. You suddenly burst out with a sharp breath. Kicked between the Iron Golem's legs. There was a sudden explosion of metal collision. The Iron Puppet weighing several tons rose directly from the spot, soaring into the sky like a rocket. He was kicked at least 10 meters high. Then it rolled hard towards the ground like a meteorite, scratching his head in embarrassment. Wow, you wiped too hard. The candidates were already stunned. How could he possibly kick the flying Iron Puppet? This has to be 800. Above combat power. Teacher, I have passed the test, right? You look like a stunned puppet master. Can I enter the secret realm? Tangji opened his mouth. You nodded and walked straight towards the entrance of the secret realm. When passing by Gu Ueshi. Sorry, girl. I think it's more efficient to kill monsters alone. Just stepped into the entrance of the secret realm. The figure disappeared. Gu Ueshi was anxious. He quickly followed him. Just wait for me. What's going on? Wang Hongmei looked confused. As a class teacher, this matter is more confusing than anyone else. Teacher Wang, when did you reach the 8th Dan of Black Iron? I don't know about 8th Dan either. Chen He's back molars are almost broken. I feel extremely unhappy. Damn it, you pretended to be my pussy. Rushed directly into the entrance of the secret realm. And at this time, the puppet master hurriedly reported the incident to Chen Shiyuan. Black Iron 8th Dan. Because of the talent of Wanjie Trader. The country also asked me to pay close attention to him. Minister Chen, couldn't this kid have been hiding his strength before? Why did he do this? Reminisced about it. Your outrageous performance in the last second model exam. Work hard. I just killed a black wolf with a black iron level. I feel like he wasn't hiding his strength before. This guy can't really use his talent. From all heavens and worlds. Did you get something useful from the trade? It directly made his level soar. This matter must be reported to that person.